who are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to episode 264 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
I'm Brian.
And we're just two guys drinking some beers, talking about what's going on. We got Guapo back with us.
Cheers.
Before we get started, Army-Navy game was today. Navy
Yes,
won
it
31-13.
Obviously.
Yes, I am wearing my Navy hoodie, but it's cold downstairs, so I have this big fluffy sweatshirt thing on over it.
Yeah.
Gotta support your team, you know?
Mm.
All right, Brian. Whew. We've been talking about Boeing a lot, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Well, apparently they just laid off 396 employees in the state of Washington.
Yes.
Yeah.
I keep thinking I want to invest in Boeing, but I'm not sure where rock bottom is. I mean, obviously no one ever does, for the most part. But it seems like every time that I think they're bottom about to bounce back, they get hit again.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
And Guapo, have you been following silver and gold?
No, not lately. Not at all.
It has been plummeting in value since Trump was elected,
Nice.
because they're expecting the dollar to rebound.
It's strong. Nice. Best time to buy. No, when it's
Very
high.
soon. No, if you buy it when it's high and then sell when you need it, it's probably going to be low when you need the money, and you just
No,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Like when you buy when it's low, sell it when it's high. You know.
yeah. And then when it's low, buy it back, so you have the same silver you did before, but an extra couple $100 in your pocket.
Yeah, I couldn't even afford to buy silver. That's why I not even look at it. Like, nope, I'm too broke.
I know what you mean. I like to buy at least 10 ounces at a time when I go, because then you get the discounts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but right
Obviously,
now,
yeah. Oh yeah, and when it's like $33 an ounce, if you're buying 10 ounces, I mean, you're talking about $330 plus shipping and handling plus
and also too,
surcharges.
you have to count with like coin stores and stuff. If it's really high and people are selling it, they're gonna have inventory large, so they have to like get rid of that too. So you may wanna like see the difference between online and local coin store.
Understand that. I do like buying from someone I know online that I know is quality though.
Mhm.
Just so I know what I'm getting is 99.99% pure, and it's sealed to keep oxygen off of it.
Yeah. Oh, you like no, I like to buy mercury dimes and quarters and stuff like that. Something like if emergency comes, shit hit the fan, at least I got something to purchase with.
Well, it's funny because if it hits the fan,
Hmm.
having bars of silver is going to do jacket shit.
Yeah, I'm saying like little coins, dimes and coins.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it's great to have if times get tough to sell, but like no one's going to accept an ounce of silver for what they'd rather have bullets if there's no economy, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking of, by the way, I got a smelting furnace. I've been melting down all of my aluminum cans because we don't have any kind of recycling program here.
Mm.
So I'm melting them down into bars, and once I get anywhere between 500 and 600 pounds of this stuff, I'm gonna load up the bed of my truck, drive an hour to the place that does scrap, and sell it.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, well, either that or throw the cans in the trash and they just go to waste. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives me something fun to do.
How does it? That would be cool if I could send you a vending machine that accept empty cans, 5 cents, like 3 cents.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying, but there's no redemption on cans like there is in Massachusetts here.
No, that's what I'm saying. You melt
Yeah.
it, like
And there's no like recycle truck that comes and picks it up.
That's what you be the recycle and recycle
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, so I'm just melting it down to pure bars of aluminum. I'm using pickling salt actually to keep it from oxidizing when I do it.
Mm.
Yeah, and borax is common too, but pickling salt's neat. Plus, there was a bunch of that in the house when I moved in. Yeah, it was a bunch of pickles in the fridge over here. I'm like, I'm not eating any of that shit. Tiffany Henyard, remember
Yes.
her, the super mayor?
Yeah.
She's
In
been
her own
proving up.
mind.
Yes, yeah, well, self-proclaimed super mayor.
Yes.
She's been booted off of one of these committees in Thornton, um, and it looks like she might actually lose her job as the mayor.
But
I'm hoping to see criminal charges against this woman. She's
yeah,
clearly exploited the
the,
people.
the Democrat machine did dirty on her too. I mean, I like that she got off, but the way they did it, dude, the Democrats being Democrats, dude, the caucus are out. You know.
Did you New Orleans? Did you hear about what happened down there with their government?
No, refresh my mind.
There was this city,
Mm-hmm.
it's in the New Orleans area,
Mm-hmm.
and the a certain group of people wanted to have
Oh,
their
one
own
of
school system,
yeah.
and they were told no.
Mm-hmm.
So they went and formed their own city
Yes.
and like went through the legal process and everything. Which
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden they were called racist because it was most of the rich white folks that
Right.
left, but not all. Uh, and now it looks like the original city is going to get sued because they continued to tax these people for like a year or two
Oh wow.
after. Yeah, so
Mhm.
but
See,
uh,
fuck around, find out.
exactly.
Mm.
Speaking of fucking around, Joe Biden has gone ahead and given the nod to California to ban gasoline-powered cars from being produced by 2035 in California.
Right.
Okay, good.
Well,
That
everybody
does
knows Trump's going to come and try to
No, no, let California do their own thing. I don't care. Yeah, you never know. They may produce something better than that. They keep
I
voting
got
for
no
these
problem.
idiots. You know.
Well, it doesn't say you can't own a gasoline-powered car. It says they can't produce them.
Okay.
So, I mean, all that's going to do is, if there is an automotive industry, it's going to be electric, and electric cars cost more, and fewer people buying them lately.
Mm-hmm.
So, you might lose some jobs, but realistically, who's producing vehicles in California right now?
Nobody. Who's? Yeah.
The last big
No,
one I can remember was Tesla, and they said fuck off and left.
I mean, they voted for this. Let them suffer their own pain.
Hey, get what you vote for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem I've seen with a lot of these folks, though, is they're all first order thinkers and they can't see beyond the hood of their own car.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this will teach them. Like the shooting the UnitedHealthcare CEO.
Mm.
Well, United Healthcare is going to hire a new CEO,
Oh,
and
the
whomever
next
get,
day they already had the opening. It's like, damn.
but I'm saying that whomever gets this job is going to demand a higher paycheck because of the risk and a private security detail pay for by this health insurance company. So your rates are just going to go up.
And the funny thing about it, he was nothing. He wasn't covered by them
No, he didn't have insurance with him.
at all.
No, and that's that. We have a whole thing about that. It's the title is Incel Assassin because there's
He's
some rumors about his dick not working.
uh,
Yes. And Trump won his lawsuit against ABC. George Stephanopoulos had to apologize, and they had to pay out $15 million in a defamation suit. This was
good.
over. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a couple years ago. With Meet the Press, I believe it was, which is why he didn't want to do the interview with them last time. Well, while we're talking about media and Trump, this this is great. This is my favorite news because people's heads are exploding over it. Although I'm not
Oh
seeing it
yeah.
all over the internet, but Trump is going to be Time Magazine's Person of the Year.
Oh,
Uh,
I heard that it's been talked about on The View with Joy Reid, and she wanted to make sure that everybody knew that other people that won Time Person of the Year was
Adolf
Adolf
Hitler,
Hitler, Joseph Mussolini, all kinds of other dictators and stuff.
Barack
So
Obama, Joe Biden. Uh, and that's the thing is they immediately go, well, look at all the assholes that yeah, the people you idolize have won it as well,
yeah.
which is interesting. I saw an old clip from an old South Park episode, and one of the signs that they were holding in protest said Bush is a Nazi. And I was like, oh my God. It's like they can't come up with anything. They haven't come up with anything new to say, I don't like who's doing this stuff, that
Right.
Nazi. in the longest time.
Yeah.
Uh, so Trump has launched his own perfume cologne line. Have you seen this?
No.
Mm. Well, remember the picture of him at Notre Dame, with Jill Biden like leaning in and smiling at him, and everyone's saying she voted Trump.
Yeah.
Well, Trump used the picture of her doing that and put it on his Truth Social and captioned it, "Even your enemies can't resist it." I was like, oh man, this guy's an epic troll.
Right.
And on the topic of Jill Biden, apparently they just had their Christmas party, holiday party thing for the Marine Corps' Toy for Tots.
Uh-huh.
Well, when she said Happy Holidays, apparently all the children corrected her and said Merry Christmas.
Nice.
This is blown up online too.
Yeah.
Uh, Brian, you were the one who shared this article to me, and I was shocked when I saw it. And even the wife remembers this case.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure we talked about it when it was happening. Yeah.
Maybe this was 18 years ago, right?
Yeah.
2006.
Yeah. The Duke lacrosse team players were accused of raping this woman, and their lives were ruined for the longest time. They
They
were
were kicked
kicked
out of
out of
school over this.
school and everything else. Well, 18 years later, we're finding out what we really believed to begin with was, and I mean, it's come out before this, but this is the first time she's come out and admitted that she actually lied about being raped by him.
Because she wanted attention, she said.
Yeah.
This started a whole thing. Remember Mattress Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, walking around campus with a mattress on her back all the time because it turns out some dude didn't want to sleep with her. So she accused him of rape and ruined that kid's life too.
Right.
And rape is a very, very serious thing.
Oh yeah.
It should not be taken lightly. And
No.
it's horrible that you have to say, geez, is she just trying to get attention? No. I mean, luckily it's not as I was gonna say it's not as big as it used to be with the false accusations, but look at Kavanaugh and Hegseth and anyone that Trump has anything to do with, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's their go-to is accuse them of gang rape.
Yeah.
So yeah, about this guy, the Duke University.
There's three of them.
Yeah, the prosecutor, I guess it was up for re-election, so he needed something so he could get the black vote, and he barely won. But after that, he got this bar. He spent 1 day in jail. Guess what political party he belongs to?
Oh, I bet he votes Democrat.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm telling you, if the Republican Party keeps moving the way they're moving, I might actually register Republican so I can get involved in the primaries.
You have to get over here is open primary and over there.
Yeah, I think that's a strange way to do it, but hey, each state's allowed to do it their own way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
can't.
you
Well,
still,
we had one issue in here one time. Well, I forgot what it was. Glenn Junkin, when he was elected, we had to register people in order to vote for that primary because of something was going on. Like, hey, we have to do it this time for this reason. You just register as a Republican this time for the vote for the primary that time.
Well, the open primary thing is an interesting
Yeah.
way to do it because, well, I mean, it seems like it would cause problems with
not as much
people.
as the ranking system.
The rank choice. I'm still not sure what I think of that.
You know what's still
But
better than caucus?
oh, they just did that in Virginia, didn't they?
No, that's for the super mayor. They did the caucus there.
Yeah, I
So
could have sworn they did something in Virginia with a caucus recently too, for the first time in like 50 years. But maybe you're right. Maybe it was the super mayor.
super mayor, yeah, that which I don't agree with caucus. I prefer people just vote it to see who it is instead of like everybody at once and shit. Like it's a big fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah. Oh,
And
primaries in
you can
general are
tell
weird.
people, yeah. Well, primarily like, as I them vote, yeah, I don't mind, but the caucus is just like it's nah, I don't get it.
Well, that's when you have a
I
group
can
of
see it's
people that vote.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's basically like Congress, kind of like in terms of you pay them to vote for you. You
Yeah.
know. And I read this article in San Francisco. I don't know if either one of you guys saw it. This anti-cop defund the police woman.
Yeah.
had her U-Haul stolen with everything she owned in it, and she is begging the police to help her track this stuff down.
No, I don't think she's begging her, helping everybody to help her track it down. She's still anti-cop, so fuck it.
She's a strong, independent woman. She don't need no man or no police, right?
Yeah,
Right.
So, go find it yourself.
you
And
get what you bought it for, you know.
well, again, this is that whole, yeah, you're not looking forward to see, well, if we get rid of the police, what's going to happen? If I get robbed, there's no one to do anything about it.
Mm,
All right. Well, West Virginia is ranked the most festive state in the United States.
nice.
And I totally believe this. Everyone decorates for everything here. It's
Nice.
insane. No, it's awesome, man. You drive through and I mean, we saw Halloween stuff at every house and Thanksgiving stuff at every house. People had stuff out for Veterans Day.
Oh
Is it
wow.
like Walmart where they put 4 different holidays up at one time?
No,
One at a
no.
time.
Now, I will say do still have some Halloween stuff up, but that's just because the snow's been coming and going and
Mm.
haven't got out to take down these like ghost things in the trees, but whatever.
You know, I
Uh,
saw it just recently here. So a commercial actually, they rent out Christmas light, they install it, and they remove it for you.
well, I got
That's
some LED lighting that I'm going to install
mm,
that you can turn on and off with your phone and change the colors. So it's
mm.
good for any event.
No, but I think that's a good business. Like you know what, and all this is strong, independent women. You know, when they own their own house, they don't have they can rent a
Hire a
man.
bunch of men, hire a bunch of men to come do it for them.
Yeah. My
Well,
step, I told my stepfather like, oh, that's dumb. Like, well, they're strong, independent. Let them pay for them.
now I'm sure we all remember from back in the 80s, and I don't know why it took us until the 90s to realize it, but when you put away your Christmas lights, make sure you put them away properly so you don't have a giant tangled mess that you have to untie next year.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Or
sure you
test it
remember doing
before you install it.
what?
Test the lights before you install it too.
Yes, always put. Yeah, and I'm one thing I'm really glad about is now if one bulb goes out, they don't all go out. You don't have to find the
Mhm.
one bad bulb.
Yeah.
You're doing a series in a parallel circuit. Uh, but this dude just got elected into, I believe it's the Congress, but I'm not sure in West Virginia.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Uh, he was kicked out of the Republican Party. He's now officially registered a Democrat, but he
So,
was kicked out because he threatened to kill 5 different representatives in the government of the Republican Party.
Wow.
mm. What was
So
this
yeah, he's in jail right now
for that?
for threatening to kill people. You can't do that
I mean, yeah, yeah, okay, that's what I was because it's a Democrat, probably get away with it.
in a Democrat area.
Yeah.
And this guy was a Republican when he made these threats in West Virginia. And
Okay.
one more interesting tidbit of information: all 55 counties in West Virginia grow mistletoe.
Huh.
Mm.
Yeah, and I found out because we were looking up in the trees thinking that this stuff we're looking at was like old nests or something.
Mhm.
Right.
Well, the mistletoe grows on the top of hardwood trees.
Mm.
And when the leaves fall off the trees, the mistletoe does not lose its leaves. So you see it up there. It's difficult to get to,
Mhm.
but it is grown wild. And it's all over the place. I had no idea that's what it was. So I thought that was pretty cool.
So you need hardwood in order to get a mistletoe.
Yes, and the mistletoe hopefully will lead to you using that hardwood.
Yeah.
What's going on in Virginia, Brian?
Well, Governor Youngkin is trying to get a sanctuary city ban put in place, making state funding contingent on cooperation with ICE,
Okay.
because so many sanctuary cities out there say they won't, detain people that are here illegally, and they're not going to listen to what ICE has to say.
Yeah, withhold state funding. Now that brings up an interesting conversation to be had because Trump is talking about withholding federal funding from states that don't comply. What happens if it's only counties within that state?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and well, how is Youngkin going to find out who is and is not compliant?
No, they're fucking not allowed. But
They tell them. They all Charlottesville and Northern Virginia. They just say, "Hey, we're not doing it. We don't care what you say."
Mhm.
Yeah. He wants people to notify ICE as soon as they possibly can about removal of non-citizens, and he wants them to hold them for up to an additional 48 hours awaiting, pickup. And it looks like there are 14 in June. It looks like Virginia is considering 14 different jails and prisons non-cooperative when honoring these detainees or detainers. So we'll see what happens. Um, can't just have people coming in and doing, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
the taxpayer footing the bill,
right,
and at the same time, people aren't able to get jobs because they're competing against someone who's not necessarily paying taxes if they're
right.
working illegally under the table.
Mhm.
And that's something that gets me every time is people say, "Well, they're paying taxes." I'm like, how? How are they possibly paying income tax without a social security number or a worker ID number?
They're not.
There's still somebody else's social security number.
That's possible, I suppose, but that's identity theft on top of
Yeah.
your.
Yep.
All right, and Phoebus High School, bro.
Yep. Here in Hampton,
What about them?
Virginia, they just won their fourth in a row
Damn.
state championship in football.
Damn.
14 in a row?
Fourth.
Oh, geez, Louise, that's nuts.
Yeah, a little tiny town inside Hampton.
Yep.
Yeah, Phoebus High School. Wow, good for them, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, well, not Massachusetts news, but they're on the list. From 1990 to 2021, 13 people have left California, New York, Illinois, New Jersey, and Massachusetts. And they've moved to Florida, Texas, North Carolina, Arizona, Tennessee, Nevada, and South Carolina during the same period. This is
Mhm.
something that we've been talking about a lot, how people are fleeing these blue areas because they don't like the politics,
Yeah.
Yeah.
moving into red areas. Um,
There's a problem with that though.
Yeah.
well,
So
you would think so, but every state
the
shifted red this last election.
hardcore too.
Yeah, like California lost, what was it, 10 counties that from blue to red?
Yeah. First,
That's huge.
there's more people voted for Trump in California than actually in Texas. Like the last year.
Yeah,
Like,
we talked about that on a previous show. Yep.
yeah.
A lot of people in California.
Oh shit
Te
ton.
Texas has a lot of people, but it's
Not like dense
there's a
population.
lot more desert in Texas than California. You know what I mean? And oil wells.
Mm.
All right.
I mean,
I'm making oh,
I guess this backfire on the Democrats because I think there's gonna be like turn the states blue and actually turn more red than what it would be red.
Well, it's
yeah.
because they went so far wacko left, that the average American doesn't want to go that far.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you say that because at the very bottom of leftovers, the Harvard president has, in private, told his faculty that they need to rethink their messaging about the
Mm-hmm.
GOP after that victory,
Mm.
uh, because you're creating a whole bunch of people that are ready to go out there and I
Start
mean
killing.
they're taking days off of school because of stuff that's happening in Israel. It's like what?
Oh, they're
Oh,
fucking
people took days off of school because they lost the election. Are you kidding me?
dude.
Yeah.
Okay, and especially the CEO got shot, dude. How many of them actually college, university room for this shit?
Well, New York has put up wanted signs. The citizens are putting up wanted signs with pictures of CEOs on them.
Okay, how many of them? I bet there's colleges, most of them.
Yeah, it's just, oh my God. If you think killing someone is the way to solve this problem,
They
you're
they
fucking.
don't know fucking French Revolution history. Then
Thank you so much, because Robespierre lost his head too, didn't he?
yeah, he was rooting for it, and next thing you know, he lost his head too.
Well, after a revolution like that, you have to kill everyone who organized it, so they cannot organize a revolution against you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. But they've charged their suspect for this murder of that CEO. Luigi Mangione, maybe Mangione, but all I could think was Chuck Mangione, the trumpet player.
Oh, Louis Mangione. Okay.
You guys don't remember Chuck Mangione?
Yeah.
I know him.
Yeah. Well, okay. Did you watch King of the Hill?
Yeah.
He was the guy that was at the Megalo Mart. That would you'd see him slip by playing the trumpet.
I don't know. No.
All right. Uh, but I am predicting that by between the election,
Mm-hmm.
November 5th, this past November, and April, the end of April, I'm predicting 1,000 political deaths in the United States.
Okay.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't think.
Anyone, any pushback or agreement?
Nah, this is a bunch of left. The fucking soy boys. So I don't think they all will cry about it unless they do it by
Well,
masses.
well, you had that one woman who killed her father on election night with an
Yeah.
ice
She
pick.
didn't like the
Remember
way
that?
he voted.
No, I think it was something else. I think something's
It was
pissed
about
off.
the lights being on or off while the
Yeah.
election was happening.
Yeah.
But then you had the guy who killed his whole family
But
and then himself.
that doesn't mean she was leaning left too. So okay, what else?
Well, there was the guy who killed his entire family and then himself after the results came out.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, see, they're just killing each other. They're neutralizing.
The CEO was killed.
Yeah, but
Uh,
all of this.
well, someone called in a bomb threat on Marjorie Taylor Greene, and the bomb squad got into a car accident, and a woman died in that car accident.
Was it the kill the one that called the thing and
Was that?
was it the person that called the swatting?
Well, the person called in the bomb threat, and then as the bomb squad showed up, they got into a traffic collision with a random civilian who died.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh wow.
Yeah, and I'm thinking after January, after inauguration, we're going to see more deaths. I think on January 6th, I bet there's deaths because they're going to pull their own J6 crap.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they're gonna get fucking squatted big time. Trump is not gonna fuck around this time. I think he just learned his lesson.
Entirely possible they get something with the National
Because right
Guard,
now,
but
Mike Johnson is the fucking Speaker of the House, so he may have the fucking what's the name of the coast? Not the Coast Guard. What's the name? National Guard ready to go. If some shit went down on January 6th.
otherwise he's going to go ahead and bust out the Insurrection Act and watch how fast the lefties lose their shit.
Yeah, I thought you didn't like insurrection. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, except
Only
they'll
when
actually
it
bring weapons.
benefits, but only when it benefits them.
Oh, just like Chelsea Manning stormed the Capitol recently over this transgender thing going on in the Supreme Court.
Dude, the left they don't own guns, and if they do own guns, they don't train hardcore like the right does.
Well, did you see Tim Walz try to go pheasant hunting when he couldn't load his shotgun?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're fucking beta
Yeah.
males. The cockholes.
All
I mean,
right.
the girlfriends voted for Trump, and their boyfriends are the girlfriends. You know.
Yeah, exactly. It's the husband voted Harris, the
Yeah.
wife voted Harris, but the wife's boyfriend voted Trump.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy's facing 5 charges to include forging identification, having a firearm without a license.
Mm,
I'm not sure.
Johnny?
Hmm?
Oh, this is in Pennsylvania now,
He was picked up at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania.
so they can do that charger. Own a firearm without license.
Yeah.
So they cannot prosecute that one in some federals because federal, I don't think you need a
Oh
license.
no, that would be Pennsylvania doing their thing, and then they're going to turn him over to the federal. Well, I believe
Mm.
they've already turned him over because they tried. His attorney tried to say there's no evidence linking him to this actual murder,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure that got blown up. Or I don't know. I'm not even sure this is the right guy, especially the eyebrows. The
Mm.
dude who got picked up has a unibrow, and the guy in the picture with the mask on did not have a unibrow.
Well,
But
his fucking hoodie was covered on the brown, and I think that
not covering up his eyebrows though. But either way, this could well be the guy. I don't know.
mm.
God,
And this all got caught because he went to flirt with a girl.
yes, took his mask off to flirt with somebody. That's how they got his face.
You have to be disciplined in your fucking art and craft.
Well, if only she had shaved her head and said, "I'm not going to hook up with dudes," then he wouldn't have even tried, right?
Mm-hmm. No, probably he's
Sheesh.
I don't know. He went to college, so probably he's got a cockhole too.
Went to Harvard, not
Yeah,
Harvard. I'm sorry.
I
The,
don't
the,
know.
the Ivy League one in Pennsylvania.
Penn State or
Was it Penn State
University
or
of
University of
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
University of
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And well, there you go. This guy he's 20 something years old.
He
Has
went to a private high school that his parents paid $40,000 a year for.
and he's got a postgraduate degree. So like this guy's literally never worked his entire life. And his parents, apparently his family's worth $40 million, which coincidentally is the same amount of money the UnitedHealthcare CEO is worth.
Mm.
You tell me you couldn't pay out of pocket for your medical expenses?
I think something more to it. I think he got indoctrinated in high college too. He got,
Well, he got radicalized.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're saying that he was born with a back issue and then went surfing with his buddies and hurt his back
Mm.
and it caused a numbness. And they're saying that this guy was an involuntary celibate. And I was looking at this guy. I was like, this dude is in shape. He's freaking,
Yes, he's way in shape. He's got like washboard abs.
yeah, there's no way he can't physically move around. It's not that he's incapable of having sex because his back hurts. It's got to be because his dick don't work.
But hold on, let me ask you
There's
this.
no way you're picking up weight and staying in shape like that and you can't hump. You know
So-
what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if your dick doesn't work, that means your testosterone is like low T.
Not necessarily. That's testicles, not penis.
Oh well, could be like that. That dysfunction will fucking
Well,
demoralize.
if he's got an issue, yeah, if he's got an issue with a nerve, so he can't get sensation back and forth. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so if your dick doesn't work, you probably get demoralized, and then you're probably gonna end up with low T. So it's not gonna be no desire for, for you like
Oh.
kind of you release from the nature mentality to hump, procreate, have sex.
I know what you're saying, but if he was physically working out and staying in shape, that would have kept your testosterone high.
Mm. So he still had a pure desire to be attracted to female.
Yeah, but he's dealing like he needs a little
Dude,
blue pill.
yeah, but let's say for instance, he didn't have no desire to interact with females, like not desire to be attracted to female. He just was doing this by himself. Dude, he would have been a fucking ultimate killing machine, like fucking, work wise, No, you don't got the distraction, like, okay, I don't care for female, whatever. Let me do my
Which is funny because he was an athlete in school.
Mm-hmm.
Like I believe I was on the wrestling team. I think this was wrestling team.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like a lot of athletes make it a point to keep away from women because they're a giant distraction when it comes to keeping in peak physical abilities. And
Right.
I mean, especially like boxers won't have anything to do with women while they're training, getting ready for a fight.
Jerk off, then
Gotta
jerk off, nothing. Just keep away from.
Yeah, you got to keep that edge.
Yeah, mind distraction, and this is what I'm saying. Like, if he had that, if the dick wasn't working properly, he had a low T, no desire for female, dude, he would have been blessed, dude, completely blessed. I'm not attracted to females. Like, what can I do with them? Make
Well,
you
again,
money,
like I said though,
live your life
just 'cause-
however you wanted to.
just because you can't get it up doesn't mean
There's no desire still.
doesn't mean your desire goes away. I mean,
Insecurities
if that was the case, nobody would be taking Viagra or any of these other pills.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, that because Viagra, I mean, you had that previous experience, so you wanna.
Well, I don't know if this guy was necessarily a virgin. I think it was after this injury, it pinched off his nerve sensation.
Yeah, then probably okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's a different case.
Yeah. So let's all make fun of the incel because the left loves to call right wingers incels.
Yeah.
Let's all make fun of the incel who lost his shit so hard that he had to kill someone over it.
Right.
Yeah. Words doesn't hurt me.
And did you see his? Okay, at least 2 fake manifestos were released after this.
Yeah.
Probably from far lefties trying to justify what he did to their cause.
Mm-hmm.
But he was found with a notebook And you can tell this guy's a fucking moron, no matter how much education he had, because he said United States is #1 healthcare cost, but 47th in life expectancy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if your blood type is pudding, you're gonna die young. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If you're mainlining Big Macs and fucking soda,
Like President Trump.
Trump's an anomaly. Let's be real. I mean, I don't expect to live to be 100 years old. I love to drink beer, and I'm smoking a cigarette right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go and blame the healthcare system for not being able to keep me alive and cure me of everything.
Yeah, I mean, how long you want to live for, man? Live life, you know? Fuck it.
I'd like to see my children get married, but at my age, I was so old when they were born, that might not happen, depending on when they get married.
Mm.
They got to,
I'd
yeah.
like
Well,
to.
you're West Virginia, so they can get married at like 13, can't they?
I think they changed the age already. No, they just
No,
recently did too. 16 went to 18.
yeah, it went, yeah, exactly. Went up to 18 from 16, and that was somewhat recently.
Yeah, I remember her listening to that in Rumble in the morning. You know how we like to make jokes about West Virginia.
Well, it's funny is everyone makes fun of West Virginia. That's fine. I want
Mhm.
everyone to think that it's all a bunch of incestuous backwoods
Yeah,
racists.
keep
But
everybody
like
away.
all the movies you can think of that supposedly take place in West Virginia, like Deliverance, did not.
Uh-huh.
Deliverance took place in Georgia.
Mm.
The Hills Have Eyes wasn't here either. But everyone just pictures West Virginia. I'm like, good, no, leave this place pristine for me.
Right.
Well, there's
Like
no
God
there's no
intended.
trash on there's no trash on the side of the roads. People actually throw stuff away. They don't just drop their garbage wherever they are.
Yeah.
Nobody takes a shit on the side of the road here.
Oh.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he said a bunch of stupid shit in his notebook, and apparently he had a possible entire plan to take out more wealthy people in charge of this crap. But here's the big question that's been driving me nuts.
Mm.
How are these guys so anti-healthcare when in 2020 they were so pro big pharma?
Dude, they just go wherever the wind is blowing. Their buckle
Yeah.
do. You know.
That's exactly what it is. They can't form their own opinions.
No.
Oh, this is the popular opinion, so that's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah. And it's you can see it too with Trump when he got elected just recently with the popular vote. A lot of people are like, "Hey, okay, this is not bad." Like, what the fuck, man? They just go whatever the wind is blowing, you know.
Right.
I will say though, these nut jobs with their vaccines during COVID
Mm.
made me a decent amount of money. Once people were talking about even trying to mandate it,
Mm-hmm.
I went and bought a little bit of Moderna stock.
Mm.
It went up 900% in like 6 months.
God damn.
Yeah, so I dumped it, which I wish I held on to it a little longer, but I
Yeah,
dumped it and cashed out. You know what I mean?
you never know when it's gonna go down. So yeah, you did probably the right thing.
I mean, no, I didn't, because then I would have to pay taxes on it.
No, you just buy another stock somewhere else and you just sell
What?
it. You buy stock somewhere else.
Yeah, I just reinvested it right away, so I didn't have to pay any taxes on the capital gains.
Yeah,
Uh, but
and
the
something fun.
McDougal's over in Altoona, Pennsylvania, is getting tons of bad reviews because someone who worked there called the police and turned in Luigi.
Luigi.
Right.
Oh, Luigi. That's fine. You'll be okay.
I don't understand this idea this idea of vigilantism and why it's such a great idea. Because these are the same folks right now that are supporting this guy as a vigilante were the same ones that made fun of us as kids for reading comic books,
Right.
like
Exactly.
Batman, the vigilante.
Yeah.
Oh,
And plus, how often you read a review of McDonald's? Like, is this McDonald's good? Let me check my review. No, it's fucking McDonald's. Like, I need to
yeah,
eat.
it's the same everywhere. Let's be real. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah, and like I like to take my own conclusions too. Like, I don't fucking read the reviews. I don't got time for that shit. You know. Let me
And
go
yeah,
to the right now.
there are bad fast food locations. You know what I mean? They're not doing the stuff they're supposed to do properly. But you're
Right.
not checking the review before you go into Taco Bell when you're driving through the night and you see Taco Bell. You're like, I'm hungry. I know I can eat Taco Bell.
Well, everything's freeze dried there, so that makes it better.
I mean, I love Taco Bell, but if you get a bad batch, dude, it is a race against the devil to get home in time.
Hold that. You hold that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, you need to apply my rule: 1 mile radius before you get home, dude. Like
'Cause,
that,
well,
1 mile radius, but at least you know you can hold it for a mile.
uh, last time I had Taco Bell, I was over an hour away from a home, and
Oh, dude.
we went furniture shopping,
Oh,
and it was a bad batch of tacos, and I did not feel okay, and I feel terrible for the staff at Big Lots because I used their bathroom, and oh my goodness,
You blew it up.
oh man, yeah, it was. I was
yeah.
not okay. I was upset. I had to be there when it happened. Okay.
Dude, I can just smell it now. Fuck. Let's talk about
But
something.
GoFundMe has pulled the fundraising for Mangione.
What?
Well, I'm gonna give GoFundMe a thumbs up on this one
Still,
because
no,
they
no.
do that all the time when it comes to defenses.
I no, still
And
fucking
they do that a lot
innocent.
to
Innocent
conservative
to
people
proven
too.
guilty.
Yes,
Innocent to proven guilty, dude. I'm sorry. We live in a
I
fucking
I
social
agree
world.
with you, but they've already done this to people on the right side of the aisle that have been accused of crimes like Daniel Penny.
This is not right. I don't care. He did kill the CEO. It's still a fucking constitutional republic. He got rights. He need to go to court.
Oh, yes, and your rights protect you from the government, not from a private organization.
Right.
Mm.
You can have terms of service. You can get kicked off of
That's true too. I forgot.
social media
Yeah,
for
I see.
all
Yes.
sorts of stuff that's not illegal.
Yeah, but they just like to assume people guilty before we trial. You know, this is what Ibachano did. He took matters on hand. So here we go. Fucking same standard.
Oh yeah. Well, again, that's different. Ending someone's life is different than saying you can't use
But they assume he's
my
guilty.
services. You know what I mean?
But they still
But I
assume.
agree, they shouldn't get involved.
It's neutral. You know. Whatever. It's not my fucking company. But you know. And by the way, Brian, when I put that comment about the democracy, it was just to see who's gonna react and how they're gonna react after the election.
Not that many.
Oh, there's one that was like, I love,
Everybody loves their democracy that
yeah,
doesn't exist.
it fucking doesn't go the way, and that person was fucking pissed. Like I fucking knew you gonna say something. She did friend me too.
You got defriended.
Yeah,
Because you pointed out that democracy went the other way.
yeah, like you love the democracy until it doesn't go your way, and she fucking loved that comment. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens the next
And then
day.
it didn't go her way. You had
Yeah,
to say
like a
something
couple
about it,
days
huh?
later. No, I didn't say nothing. I just put like a big fucking poster of Kamala Harris get his swept by a fucking big red wave.
Mm,
And she deleted me like a couple of days later. I think she found out
exactly. You love the theory of it until
it doesn't go
and
your way.
that's why we're not a democracy though, is because democracy is mob rule.
Yeah.
The majority will always trample the minority in a democracy. But
Yeah.
people are too stupid to understand what democracy really is. They think I don't know what they think democracy means, honestly.
They just go whatever the fucking democrats tell them. Yeah. They flip back and forth. Anyways, keep moving on.
And well, yeah, a woman got picked up and is being charged for threatening health insurance companies with delay, deny, depose, which were written on the bullets
Oh, the
used to
nurse or
kill.
something?
Huh?
That's the nurse?
I think she was a nurse. I think
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, okay.
And once again, Taylor Lorenz is in our news cycle.
Oh, dude, she's
Yeah,
50 or something, dude.
I don't know. They're calling her millennial. If she's 50, she's a Gen Xer. I don't know.
Yeah, they call her like
I,
she's in her 50s because they make fun of her how I look. I mean, she look good. I mean, I still do her.
for 50, yeah, but so does
Yeah.
Demi Moore.
Not anymore. I got less up. Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
Well, she was working with Vox, and they have decided not to renew her contract
Mm,
after this supporting the murderer of the assassin.
mhm.
They're claiming it had nothing to do with that,
Of course
but
not.
yeah, obviously that cover your own ass, CYA.
Mhm.
And we were just talking about her last week with raw dog in the saying that everyone's raw dog in the air, not wearing a mask. And I'm like, I'm old enough to remember when we called that breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because she made a big deal because people were giving her shit about not wearing a mask at this book signing thing she did at a release. Not wearing a mask. And she's like, "Oh, I went through this. I had thousands of dollars out of my pocket to make sure people were vaccinated. They tested negative. They ran thermometers on their foreheads. They went through UV lighting and all that stuff. And all I could think was Trump brought up UV lights, and you guys said he was a fucking nut job.
Why didn't they
And
pour
was
bleach in their systems?
yeah, why didn't they just inject bleach too, right? Again, it's the I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I think I need to say to get people to be on my side and hate that guy.
Right.
Oh, I already brought up the bomb threat thing with Marjorie Taylor
Yeah.
Greene. All right. Yeah, woman died. Anyway, KJP, Corinne Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary,
The one,
Yeah.
claimed that 64% of Americans support the Hunter Biden pardon.
Yeah, right.
64% of Democrats supported it.
Right.
Yeah.
When it comes to Americans, it was less than 40% supported that. Because, what 36% of Democrats like, no, that was stupid.
But
Dude,
there's another poll that went around that said, "Would you do this for your children if you had the opportunity?" And about 90% of the people said yes, they would.
yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to lie before, like, oh, I'm not gonna let the fucking.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You just say like, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk
Well,
about
that's what I said. That's what I said last time. Well, when we talked about this the first time was if he just came out and said, "I'm going to pardon my son,"
it.
I would have respected that more.
Yeah.
But they had to use that as a guise of no one's above the law as they were prosecuting Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm still upset that he got pardoned on the gun charge because I wanted to see that go to the Supreme Court, and
Well,
I
you got
wanted to
pardoned on
see
more than that. You got like
11
11
years.
literally
years
any.
of preemptive pardons,
Yeah, something he wasn't even accused of. He was pardoned.
That tells you that
He
Trump
was
or
pardoned.
Biden knew what was really going on with Hunter. If he's
Well, it
going to
was
go back to
interesting.
that magic number of 2011 or 2014, it's insane.
Well, that was the big deal. Was 11 years ago was when the whole Burisma scandal went
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Trump got his first impeachment for, was trying to bring Ukraine to do some investigation to see if what was going on there.
Well, that was the best part too. Is they said, "Oh, he's going after his political rivals." Biden hadn't entered the race yet when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone remember this?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
No, nobody does.
Just
Oh,
like when people
you're
right now talk about the Summer of Love, the BLM riots, they bring up George Floyd. The riots were already happening when George Floyd went down. It was Ahmet Aubrey, the
Mm.
guy who attacked his pregnant baby mama that had a restraining order against him. And
Yeah.
when the cops showed up, he reached into his car and grabbed a knife, and they shot him dead. That's what caused the riots. But no one talks about that.
No, of course not.
No one wants to talk about how
It's not, it doesn't fit the narrative.
Yeah, no one wants to talk about how George Floyd had enough fentanyl in the system to kill rhinoceros either. All right. So, did you go through any of these pardons slash commutations?
I read through some of them, yeah.
Did you see the Chinese guy?
No, I missed that one.
He pled guilty, so it's not even like whatever, to 70,000 charges of child pornography.
Free to go.
Biden commuted his sentence and said you have to leave the country and you can't come back.
Well,
Okay, at least
Biden also set a new record for the most clemencies and community pardons and community sentence in one day. It's never been done, but he did 15,000 sentences.
1,500.
Yeah, 1,500. And so apparently, is this the real Biden or the daddy long legs Biden that's doing all these pardons?
What do you mean, daddy long legs?
Well, there's a conspiracy theory out there that there's a body double that does a lot of Joe Biden stuff.
Ah, I got a feeling Joe just signed the paperwork and someone else put it in front of him. Anyway, there's no way he read all of these cases. You know what I mean?
No, because it would have taken him more than until 9 a.m. to do it, and he's asleep by 10. So
Exactly. And but
So
yeah, the whole list is out.
yeah,
so
Uh,
hold on. So this Chinese guy, he got convicted. He got sent back to China.
yes.
So he deported a criminal.
no, he wasn't a criminal. He
Uh-oh.
got deported because Biden gave him a pardon.
No,
Yeah,
but
it wasn't even a criminal. He was pardoned.
so he deported.
Well, he wasn't pardoned. His sentence was commuted. That's different.
Okay.
He's
Okay,
he's
so
still
deported a
guilty.
criminal. So then he's
What's
like,
that?
hey, he deported a criminal. There we go.
Jeez, is that racist?
No, he just deported a
I don't
criminal.
know, man. Ask some of these Democrats.
Hmm. So we should be asking? So this person did it. Well, Joe Biden did it.
Yeah, well, Joe sniffs kids. Obviously, he pardoned this guy.
Committed his
Uh,
sentence, deport his ass.
he
At least
also,
you know what? At least we don't have him here. Fucking feeding from the system. You know, fuck it.
And he also commuted a
70,000,
sentence of an official who stole $43 million from a small town.
53 million.
Yeah, 53 million.
Don't tell me it's fucking the
Yeah.
super mayor.
No, not the super mayor.
No, she hasn't been charged of this yet.
Okay. I guess we're waiting for after Joe.
And
Well, Patel.
I'm waiting to see if he goes ahead and commutes or pardons the woman in Massachusetts that just did the same thing.
Oh,
We talked about her last week, didn't we, Brian?
they
Yes.
fucking hire her fucking cousin or something like that.
Brother, I
Family.
think, but yeah, related to her, and like got handed cash in kickback form, or got kickbacks in the form of cash in the bathroom.
The first woman, fucking immigrant, first woman
Yep.
did.
Oh, that's the best part is she came here illegally, was given citizenship, and then elected into this thing. And took the job, and her job, she ran on, we're going to clean up the corrupt politicians.
So she haven't been sentenced yet. So she's still
No, she hasn't. She's,
waiting on trial.
I think she's been charged, like
Yeah.
official, or I think she's been indicted. That's it so far.
All right, cool. Cash Patel is gonna be busy.
And there's
We'll
another
get to
guy that
that.
got a commutation. I don't know what IOW stands for, but
Isle of White.
okay. I'm sorry, my mistake.
He's a teacher in Virginia. Should have went under local, I guess, but that's
Well,
okay.
it fits under pardons too. My
Yeah,
mistake.
yeah, it sure does. He admits to having 10 to 60 child sexual abuse images on his phone.
Damn.
That's a lot.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
I guess
And he was a
Um,
teacher.
I'm not gonna move to Smithfield now.
Well, this is something that we've talked about. Teachers having sex with students is becoming more, and maybe it's not more and more popular or
But
common. Maybe it's just
definitely, we're
being
hearing about it more.
Because of the
definitely
internet.
And it turns out it's almost always the women teachers having sex with their students.
Hey, dude,
Almost
and
always.
they're not bad looking too. Like, girl, you can pull almost any guy you want.
Yeah, you can pull some real ass.
Yeah, like
But
why
no, they
you
want to bang an 18-year-old.
fucking sicko? Where were you when I was a kid? Damn. No,
It's funny
no,
'cause-
but you know what? My whole perspective changed. Because this this fucking teachers, they don't know what the fuck they've been banging. Next, go for somebody innocent like a 16-year-old. He's not old enough to make that fucking decision for himself.
I don't care if they are old enough. Even if they're 18, you are in a position of authority. It is inappropriate and wrong.
Oh, as a teacher, yes, but as a like everyday person that when I have sex with 8-year-old, sure, go ahead. It's legal.
Yeah, but if you're their teacher in school,
Yeah, it's a whole different.
like, did their grades go up?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you stuff my stocking, I'll give you an A.
Yeah. Don't worry about the herpes. It's just a pimple. Don't touch it.
All right.
Mm.
Well, Christopher Wray, he's the FBI director right now.
Yeah, he's resigning.
Yeah, well, Trump put him in place,
Mm.
and
How?
yeah.
What did I miss?
Biden didn't change him out.
Oh yeah. Oh, Trump put it in. Yeah, as a director, so now he's gonna fire him. Yeah, probably
Yeah.
for the dip state. So.
Well, he gave him the choice: resign or you're gonna get fired.
Hmm.
Uh, does he need a pardon
We have to see. We have to
for
see.
trying to?
Probably. He's probably one of those people that everybody wants Biden to do preemptive pardons, which has never been done before.
So he
And
just.
when they were talking about Trump doing it when he was president, they thought at the left thought it was crazy even discuss preemptive pardons.
And only Hitler would do that, right?
Yeah.
So this is like I was listening to somebody. Fucking Trump just played 4D chess with these people, dude. But now you're gonna be like, hey, you fucking guilty or something. So what the fuck? You need a pardon
Yeah.
for it.
Well, this is something I've been thinking about is what if Biden pulls a Ronald Reagan
What do you
and
mean?
grants mass amnesty to everyone in the country illegally?
They wanted to do that too.
I
Yeah.
know, but what's going to stop him? I mean, Reagan did it,
Mm.
and the idea was it was supposed to be once, and we
Right.
never have to do it again. That was the whole point.
So we'll see how that went.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Well, you open the border up. Which fuck, Joe Biden is literally selling off the border wall,
Hold on. So hold on. This is the okay. Let's go back a little bit. He gonna pardon him for what? One crime.
crossing the border illegally, illegal
Okay.
migration.
So you still don't have no status to be here.
You
So you
still wouldn't
commit.
be a citizen necessarily, I
No, but
suppose.
even as a resident, no, even that you're just in the limbo. You commit
Uh,
one crime and
M-
poof.
Maybe, but I'm not sure exactly. That might be one way we could accept this is, yeah, you can stick around,
You,
but you need
you
to figure out how to become a citizen. And if you fuck up, you're going right back.
yeah. And the way I was thinking too, like instead of you
Because
getting.
Reagan gave him citizenship.
Oh yeah, so that's okay. Anyways, but what I was.
well, speaking of citizenship, Trump's already announced that he's going to try to get rid of the birthright citizenship.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Well, how many other countries have it?
None, just
Canada.
Mm.
Canada, I think, is the only other nation that says if you're born here. Thing is, the 14th Amendment doesn't say if you were born here. It says and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. Uh,
I
and,
mean, it
and
definitely
again, that's what
would. If it went away, it would definitely would cut down on the incentive to get here illegally and have babies.
anchor babies, exactly.
Yeah.
Because this was an issue. Was it under Bush or Obama with the Chinese anchor babies?
Oh, that's the whole reason we need to get rid of it because the Chinese anchor babies.
Mhm.
Well, you see the
Meanwhile,
exciting news about True Social.
I've seen, yeah, John Fetterman is the first Democrat elected official to
Uh,
join Truth Social. I am
yeah.
liking Fetterman more and more lately. I
I mean,
really
obviously,
am.
he sees that Pennsylvania is going more and more red, and
Yeah,
he's
the
up for
writing's on the wall.
reelection in a little bit, and so he needs to move a little bit to the right in order to get reelected.
I thought it was a fucking the Caesar give me a little look, make it see things right.
Yeah, well, the way things he's acting now, I'm glad he beat Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, he joined Truth Social and said that Biden should pardon Trump. So boom, it's done. It's over with. No more arguments to be had on this. It's
Biden won't do it.
Mm,
no, but that would solve so many problems when it comes to so much crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there you go. When Trump takes office, should he immediately pardon Biden with a blanket bleh, for everything ever?
No.
no.
Well, then everyone could be like, well, he was pardoned. It's like, yeah, but innocent people don't need pardons, you
Right.
know? Because that was a big deal they were making about Hunter Biden. Like, oh, innocent people don't need pardons. He won't be pardoned. I've seen bumper stickers that say that
Right.
when I was in Massachusetts. Innocent people don't need pardons. I'm like, ooh, are you peeling that sticker off now?
No. They're just they're
Whoopsie.
they're just conveniently forgetting about the sticker.
See,
Yeah.
I still see Harris Wells bumper stickers. And
Oh, it's hilarious when you see those little I mean, I still Obama Biden's bumper stickers out there, you know.
Jeez.
mm,
That's just I never got around to doing anything about it. But the Harris Wall stickers, that's probably the guy in his car by himself with the mask on.
Yep.
in 2024. Uh, Trump is talking about pardoning the J6 defendants on the first day within the first hour. The problem, well, the problem I have with that is some people actually committed actual crimes,
Right.
Yeah, I don't think he's
and
gonna.
those now,
Know that
it's
you can
one
do
thing.
blanket pardons.
Well, it's one thing to say 4 years is enough time of a sentence for trespassing or even fighting a cop. If that's going to be the argument, okay, but that shouldn't be a pardon. That should be a commutation. Yeah, you were found guilty. Yes, you did something wrong, but you get to go home now because you shouldn't get 22 fucking years
Right.
for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, plus
And
there's more people in the system with it. Come on, to get them out. More tax money. That's the way I see it. You know,
it does cost a lot of money
to
to keep
keep
people in
in jail.
prison. Believe it or not, it costs more money to execute someone than just to keep them in prison for life.
Um,
The appeals process.
Yeah, it
yeah,
takes years.
It takes years and years of courtroom time. So there's a judge involved, there's lawyers involved, the district attorney.
and you don't want to. This is what happened, in Virginia, for the fucking COVID shit. We went down, fucking government. What was it? Ralph Norton, Ralph was commuting fucking sentence from fucking a lot of fucking criminals, dude.
Violent criminals at that.
Yeah, yeah, the one that killed a cop, it should have been death penalty, but no.
Well, here we go. What do we think about um possibly prosecuting Cuomo, Newsom, Murphy, and anyone else who put COVID positive people in nursing homes that killed the elderly?
That should be a statewide. Fuck, I'm sorry, like it's too much
Possibly.
politics. But too much politics. It should be the state decided that. You fucking voted this guy. You should just it should be state prosecution.
Well, as I remember, we had one episode and we named it Cuomo's no, grabbing fannies and killing grannies. No
Yep.
one cared that he killed all the elderly people, but they
Yeah,
cared that
but
he grabbed some woman's ass and said, "I'm Italian, that's what
That's
we
what
do."
that's
this
what
is
got him that's what got him
kicked out of
impeached.
office. Yeah,
And then it turned out his brother was running cover for him the whole time on was it
Yeah.
CNN?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
fucking
Faking his low
And
COVID
now
lockdown.
Como's on another network.
yeah, fucking
But he's
Fredo.
but he's becoming based. Have you heard him? Have you seen any of
Yeah,
his stuff?
I'm sorry, I don't believe him. I still don't believe him. You lie once to me, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it face value.
I know what you mean. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I get that.
Yeah,
But it's possible he pulled his head out of his ass.
no, he just covered for his ass right now.
Possibly, possibly.
Uh,
But he's agreeing that we should pardon Trump
It's,
too.
it's the same thing with the Tulsi Gabbard. Like she's cool and amazing and everything, but I still
I like Tulsi.
the Second Amendment thing. I need her. I need to tell me what happened. What changed his mind? What happened that changed her mind? How she views the Second Amendment now? And I want to hear.
Write her a letter.
No, I don't care for like.
I mean,
No,
another thing with the January 6th people is apparently there's some report says the FBI has 26 confidential sources, but there's no evidence of any undercover agents involved in it.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Yeah,
They're confidential.
that means they weren't paid by they weren't employees of the FBI. They were just paid as contractors.
Mhm.
And
Contractor.
well, not only were they at the January 6th riot, but I think it was something like 23 of them were directly involved with the rioting and the breaking into the Capitol building.
Mm.
Anyway, Penny was found not guilty in Jordan Neely's death.
I was shocked about this.
What's that?
I was shocked about this.
I was. I mean, look at who brought the charges. Alvin Bragg.
Yeah, but they were like fucking contested the fucking first charge, the fucking premeditated. Is it premeditated or fucking involuntary?
Not premeditated. The manslaughter. The bigger charge was dismissed.
They tried to edge their bets by bringing two charges, one higher and one lesser charge. And
negligent homicide.
These are people that actually ride the subway in New York on a regular basis. So these are people that have seen the deterioration of law and order on the subway. I remember when I was in the active duty and you went to go visit New York, that's the only way you traveled was on the subway.
Yeah.
The only
And
way
even in DC,
Boston.
it was safe, you know? But
Yeah.
now I even hear the DC subway, the metro is not even that safe to ride on a regular
They
basis.
need to,
Yeah. I always rode the T up in Boston. It's the way to get around.
Yeah,
And typically, you didn't see a whole lot of grossness, like people getting thrown in front of trains like you do in New York,
yeah,
which that
yeah.
just happened again. Someone got tossed in front of a train. And as
yeah.
soon as he did it, the guy turned around and said, I didn't do it. It's like, dude, we just watched you do
Yeah,
this,
there's
you know?
cameras. There's a million cameras. But
Yeah.
yeah, so the jury came out and said that they were deadlocked on the higher charge. So the DA, trying to save his case, asked for that one to be dismissed, and he bet all his eggs in one basket on the lesser charge, and they came back with not guilty on that one.
Yeah, because they saw the writing. Well, hold on. You didn't care about that fucking charge. You didn't care.
Well, here's the real question. Okay, did you guys know that there were two other people helping Penny in this
Yeah, they didn't fucking got called out. But yeah,
and neither of the other two people involved were white?
yeah, I know.
Because he doesn't fit the
Yeah,
narrative.
yeah.
And then, Daniel Penny and his lawyers went out to celebrate afterward, and the reporter went and tracked him down at the bar,
Mm.
and he said, I would do it all over again.
You need
Oh,
to
he
leave
helps
New York.
people.
Go
Well,
leave New York. I'm sorry. How dumb can you be, dude? Hold on. They tried to prosecute it because they're trying to help. Fuck this fucking town. I'm out of here.
Yeah, but he's
you
not
still
moving out. Yeah, that's what they said on the Clay and Buck show. It's like, move to Florida, move to Tennessee, move to a state that,
It's friendly to you. Fucking, cost it.
yeah, it's more law and order friendly. And
You know, if
even the mayor has been coming out since he got his indictments from the DOJ when he started complaining about all the illegal
the
aliens
migrants, yeah.
in the state. He's started to talk more conservative along the way too.
yeah, because he sees it right in the wall.
Well, New York's turning to shit, dude.
Yeah.
All under, I mean, it didn't start under him, but it's gotten a hell of a lot worse under him.
Well, yeah. Well, he,
And then you had
AOC,
this quote unquote BLM leader who I didn't think BLM was a thing anymore,
oh, there
calls
it is.
for black vigilantes to come and choke and kill those who try to oppress blacks after the verdict.
Uh-huh. So, I'm glad I have a gun.
dude, this is barely any BLM over there.
No, just remember, Brian, you're in a purple area that voted Democrat,
Yeah.
and you live in a black area of Virginia. Are you going to be murdered because you're white?
Possibly.
Maybe you should start carrying a gun.
Mm. Anyways, the way I see this, after all of this, Daniel Penny gets stabbed in New York. He's a dumbass. That was on him. Because he's a dumbass. He didn't see fucking things the way it should be. And I wish him the best, but just get the fuck out of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people are calling for Bragg to resign over this.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz is saying we should even prosecute him for malicious prosecution.
Yeah. Well, it depends on New York, dude.
Well, how many attorneys, normally when a new president comes in, they kind of leave mostly attorney generals in play, the district attorneys in place. But is he a federal district attorney, or a state district attorney?
He was charged by New York.
Okay.
Bragg
So
left his
Trump can't
job.
come in and fire Bragg.
No, Bragg left his job as a federal prosecutor to take the job in New York to be able to prosecute Trump under New York law.
Okay. That's right.
Yes, he took a giant pay cut and demotion to do this, and he ended his career over it. But yeah, AOC came out and was like, he's out celebrating and partying. He doesn't even feel bad. Like, even if you didn't mean to kill him, you should feel bad. So yeah, well, he probably did for the longest ass time.
Yeah.
But you put him
this
in.
was years ago, and he had to fight for his life to stay out of prison.
It's celebrating your freedom is different than not feeling bad about someone dying. Like, yeah, maybe I would get involved again, but that doesn't mean he wanted the guy to die.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
no.
Like someone breaks into my house and threatens to hurt my family, and I blast them with my shotgun. I don't necessarily want them to die.
Right.
I just want the threat to go away. Now, if they die, I'm still going to feel bad that I shot the dude and killed him. But someone breaks into my house next week, I'm gonna do the same fucking thing, and you know it. Yeah. So what's going on with the Houthis over there in the Gulf of Aden?
They're getting more and more bold.
Well,
Now they're attacking ships that the Navy is escorting through the Persian Gulf.
what drives me nuts is we're shooting down these missiles and stopping this attack. Why isn't the Navy turning around and sinking the ship that fired the warheads? Like rules of engagement. Once they fire upon you, you can fire back. Period.
Yeah,
Right?
right. It should be that's the way the rules of engagements are.
You sink a handful of these ships, maybe they'll stop. Now I got a feeling under Trump, that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to give him the green light and say, "No, sink that ship, destroy that vessel,
Yeah.
and arrest everyone who survives." Which, by the way, all three of us were in the Navy. Okay,
Yep.
we're all familiar with the brig, whether or not we've spent time in the brig. Uh-huh.
I have not. I
Mhm.
only
I
did
have.
time on restriction.
I spent 3 days bread and water.
Oh, and the
I
ship.
did 45 and 45.
Ooh, do you get a reduction in rate too?
Very possibly.
You got
I,
bust.
c-
Oh,
I can either confirm nor deny it. How's that?
oh, 45, 45 for that's half
45
month's
days.
pay times 45
Yeah.
days.
And reduction
45
in
days
rate.
restriction
Extra
and
dirty.
reduction in rank. Oh,
Mm.
get busted down. Oh, and they take half your pay.
E4 to E3 all over again.
Oh, an E4. When I was in E5, I think I was getting $1,400 every other week
Mm.
after taxes. Uh oh, then they get busted down and lose half of that.
Yep.
Jeez, you didn't fuck up like that again, did you?
Hell no.
Is that why I had to have Liberty Buddies?
No, this was after the Liberty.
Of
This was
course,
before Liberty Buddies.
Oh,
Jeez, Louise Brian, how'd
This
you
was on
manage
a
to retire?
this was on the Carl Vincent.
mm.
Oh, wow. Oh,
This
yeah, this
was,
is early in your career.
yeah.
Yeah.
I learned
Since
from my
I
mistakes and didn't lie on top secret clearances anymore. So
Oh, that's too bad.
I admitted to doing drugs while in the Navy on a top secret clearance investigation.
Oh shit.
You know what I
Yeah,
learned about doing that?
Don't suck and say shit.
That's exactly the same as getting caught on a piss test.
Oh.
Yes, yeah, no, it really is. There's no leniency for admitting anything. You may as well just keep your mouth shut.
Mm.
Like, oh, you
They
don't have the right.
scared me.
Oh, they made it sound like they were going to kick you out of the service, right?
Yeah.
They weren't going to kick you out. You know it now.
You have to admit it, they kick you out.
Now I know. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, just like that. You know, I always hear people say, never talk to cops. And it's like, I agree and disagree.
Depends how big the city is too.
You know, even if there's any reason why you might possibly be investigated, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Uh,
No,
Even
I
if
like
you
that. I like
witness
the
something.
scenario. I like the scenario pointed out. Like, you say cop, good morning. 5 minutes later, a fucking bomb went off. And then next thing
And you're the guy they remember.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. All that has to be is you stuck out because you were the nice guy.
Yeah,
who-
you can.
Jeez,
I think the best thing you can do is like, hey, what's up? Hey, Bob.
I mean, I give the Boy Scout salute to cops when they drive by. You know, the two fingers.
not the one finger salute.
No, but
No, still,
I don't.
still sticking out. I'm sorry. I
my
give you that. Whenever I see another man, we just like, hey, what's up? Hey, I acknowledge you're there. That's an acknowledgement.
yeah.
And I give that same to the cop, like, hey, what's up? Hey.
Well, remember too, I don't have local police where I am because I am in an unincorporated area, so I only have county and state police.
County, you don't got a sheriff?
That's county, the sheriff.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no local cops for like my city because I don't live in a city. I'm literally on the top of a mountain.
Every metropolitan area got city cops, regular city cop.
Well,
There's a sheriff.
There's a city about 25 miles away,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't. I'm guessing they're a city because nobody wants to go to town hall, but there's fewer people in that city than were in my town when I was in Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Right.
they still got sheriff.
Well, yeah, the sheriff still is. It's still within the county, but they have their own police force
Like actually,
and fire department.
city police force.
So
Yeah, like
what do you
Boston.
think about Syria? Is Russia really that hard off that they weren't able to support the Syrian regime anymore because they need all their troops and their
Yeah,
weapons for
Ukraine.
Ukraine?
They
Maybe
get
they just didn't care enough.
no, they got fucking Koreans coming now and Chinese going over there, mercenaries, and they hating life over there. I was like, what?
Well,
Yeah,
let's be 100% honest about this. If
Mm.
NATO was not involved in helping Ukraine, this conflict would have been over a long time ago.
Well, I'll make a prediction that there's going to be some kind of ceasefire agreement within months of Trump coming into office.
Well, Trump's already called for an immediate ceasefire, and Russia has said they're ready to study Trump's idea.
Well, and then, and Biden keeps trying to find more and more money to send over in the next 30 days,
I think
or how many days ever he's got left before he's out of office.
I think Trump
couple
should
of weeks.
don't fucking touch that fucking money. As soon as I get back in office, just send it back to me. If
I don't
not,
think you can demand that money back.
No.
okay,
you
then
can't.
you just, you know what, you touch it and I'll fucking leave you alone. You got money.
Hey, we'll cut you off completely. We'll
Yeah,
cut you off
on your own.
completely, and
You're on your own.
you'll
and we
be
don't
the
care.
Eastern European nation going, what the fuck? What's up, repeat offender?
Hey, lads, how are we?
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
Good,
doing
good,
all
good.
right.
Hey,
What a great
it look like
day to
it's
be
hot over
alive.
there. It looked
What?
like it's summer over there.
It is summer.
It
I
is.
know.
Mate,
Uh,
what a great day to be alive, lads. What a great day.
yeah.
Wow, what's great about it?
Christopher Ray's gone, mate. Information's
Oh, he
coming
will
out about
be.
Ray Dick
Not
And-
until his January 19th.
and Nancy Pelosi. She might be
Oh.
bedridden.
I am not going to cheer that she was injured. Okay.
No.
I am.
No. She fell
I
ill.
will. Well, she broke her hip.
Yeah, she had a hip replacement.
Yeah.
In
I'm not
Luxembourg?
gonna. Yeah, in Germany.
I bet she got better
Germany, right?
medical treatment in Germany than she would in the U.S.
I seriously
bet
doubt
so.
that.
Germany's
seriously
got
doubt
some
that.
serious
Bullshit.
doctors.
Yeah,
The
but-
healthcare is really good over there.
No, I understand what you're saying, but the healthcare in the United States is the best on the planet. The issue is it's not paid for by the taxpayers. Someone like Nancy Pelosi, who always manages to buy the right stock at the right time,
She's
is
amazing
worth
like
enough
that.
money to, huh?
She's amazing like that. She should
Yeah,
really
it's-
retire from Congress and just become a stock trader.
It's
a
almost like
husband.
she has advanced knowledge of what's going to happen with laws coming out.
Almost.
The husband's decorator has got all the inside information. He's the guy with the
Well,
hammer.
here's the real question: is are they going to have to give her alcohol in treatment because you can't detox while trying to heal?
Isn't saline in a tube a couple of $100 in America, but vodka is about $40.
Well, it depends
know,
on what kind of
drink
vodka you're buying. Nancy Pelosi is probably buying
Tito's.
Grey Goose or
Tito's.
what's the other real expensive good vodka?
Tito's. That man is fucking mute.
Tito's is meh.
Dude,
not
like,
great.
no, it's expensive now. They're like, oh, like, really?
And I bet you she'll be eating all the chocolate chip ice cream that she can get.
But yeah, I wish her well. I really do. I don't want to see injuries. I'm not gonna, just like I don't support these people that are all excited about this guy killing the healthcare guy. But at the same time, if she's old enough to break her hip because she fell down, maybe she should get out of office and let someone. Because no one's gonna vote for anyone else until she's not running anymore.
Nope.
Over there.
Yeah.
I'm not into wishing anyone harm, mate, but I love fucking karma.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
talking.
karma's a bitch.
Yeah. She was talking shit about Trump. He's geriatric, this and that. Like, but she just fell. Like, damn.
She's older than he is.
Yeah.
Was she 84?
Yeah.
Dude, she was getting banged by fucking JFK, man. This picture of her when she was young, like, god damn, no wonder.
Yeah, she was a good sort when she was younger. And alcohol and bloody money got to her.
Yeah.
I mean, be careful there, repeat offender, because I mean, we've all seen those pictures you sent us of Pelosi in a bikini last summer. All right, please stop sending those pictures, and we don't want pictures of your feet either, buddy. Okay.
3 drunken nights. You can't hold that against me.
Let's
Sorry,
talk
too
about
many
some
oily years of
drones.
Fosters.
Let's talk
They were
about some
totally
drones.
unsolicited. At no time do my pair of my thongs get injured.
All right. Anyway, like Brian was talking about the drones. I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
everyone's heard about these drones, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Apparently, there's
Okay.
been some here in Virginia too recently.
Yeah,
Langley.
I'm gonna go as far to say as this is mass hysteria.
Yeah.
I think most of these are. Well, I know as a fact most of these are airplanes, but people are taking pictures
Well, that's what
and
the federal government's trying to make it sound like, that they're all airplanes.
I bet a lot of it's hobbyists. And now that it's become a thing, more and more people are sending their private little drones up there.
Well, drones in America have to have transponders on them.
Yeah, that's that's impossible to disable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're supposed to have a
But did-
pilot's license, technically speaking, to operate a drone in this country
Depends
too.
on the size of the drone.
Anything,
Yeah, that's right.
anything that weighs more than a pound.
Smaller ones can be operated, mate. Hey,
Yeah,
isn't
but
it funny?
people-
Can you see what Trump posted? But
Yeah, he says that the government should shoot
Really?
him down.
no, what Trump posted. Did you see the
It's
meme?
only the government be the only ones that could shoot him down, because it's illegal for a citizen to shoot down drones, because the guy in Florida was arrested for shooting the Amazon drone out of the sky.
It is illegal to down an aircraft in the United States because
And-
that aircraft is going to land somewhere.
And they're classifying drones as aircraft.
Oh, it's flying. And what if it is full of weapons? You just going to drop that on some dude's fucking house?
Did you see the meme that Trump posted on Truth Social?
Yeah, just
I don't
thought-
follow
We
him.
were talking about Chris Christie and the
Yeah.
McDonald's drones. Yeah.
It was like Vietnam.
Bring
all the
on your
choppers
Big
coming in.
Macs.
All the choppers coming in.
Again, Trump can make the jokes because he's made a lot of jokes about Chris Christie being heavy. Don't get me wrong. But Trump eats a lot of McDonald's.
He's probably only promoting it.
He's got to have stock in McDonald's.
It's promoting a
you-
great American company, mate.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of McDonald's. I like Burger King. I like Taco Bell, KFC.
McRibs out.
But no, but the thing is,
Ooh.
moderation, dude. You can't eat this shit every day.
Well, Trump does.
No, he does. And I think he just eat it like.
No, he also got a well done steak with ketchup and watch all the elite Democrats
Oh,
flip out over it.
that's not allowed either.
Well, no,
Anyone
that's the
who
thing
can
is
get
all these elite leftists made a big deal about it. 6 years ago or
Yep.
8 years ago, and it's like, dude, I don't think you understand. The guy who works in the coal mines for 12 hours and comes home could manage to afford a steak because steak's expensive, and he eats it well done with ketchup. Growing up, I ate my steaks with ketchup. Now I don't now.
He
'cause I know
also asked
better.
for 2 scoops of ice cream, and they freaked out about that too.
I remember when Biden did the same thing and no one said a goddamn word.
You're
except for
not gonna
us.
say shit, dude. You know how they are biased.
Anyone who can make Robert F. Kennedy Jr. eat a fucking McDonald's burger on Trump Force One has got my respect.
That's something that bothered me too. Is everyone was saying stuff like, "Oh, I don't think he actually ate it," or Trump made him. It's the moderation thing. You can eat a Big Mac
Yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal. But when you make seed oils and all these ridiculous things they put in the food, your regular diet, that's why Americans are dying younger than most of the rest of the nations, because we eat shit. RFK Jr. brought it up, the difference of ingredients from Fruit Loops in the United States to Australia.
Yeah.
Yep. Completely different.
Completely different. And they taste almost identical, but the United States uses weird chemicals that are derived from coal mining to color the food instead of limes.
When I
Or
was in
lemons,
America, I
I'm
could
sorry.
taste the difference. I could taste the difference between cereals. Like the cereals you guys got out here, I've tried them. I could taste it. There was a massive difference. Sugar-wise, you guys got high sugar content.
There's way too many sugary cereals in this country. The wife won't eat real cereal. she only wants the sugar garbage like Tricks and Fruit Loops.
I like Honey Nut Cheerios. That's my cereal.
I like Rice Krispies.
How much? I
My
gotta put
first-
sugar on my Ice Krispies.
I don't sugar it. I just put 2% milk in there.
My first day waking up in America, guys, no word of lie, the cereal selection and the breakfast selection I had, everything was full of sugar. There was cinnamon donuts. There was about
Yeah.
12 different flavored donuts there we could have for breakfast.
Uh huh.
Cinnamon
In a hotel?
toast. There was,
Yeah.
there were, but those
All right,
cinnamon scrolls.
But
for
you
breakfast.
probably had eggs and bacon and sausage available too, right?
I had
Depends
2
on
apples,
what
mate.
hotel chain you're staying at. There are hotel chains that's really a true continental breakfast. There's no hot foods on the menu
That's too bad.
unless you put it in the microwave.
Uh, every hotel. I mean, yeah, I guess it depends on where you stay.
You heard of the
Typically,
good news that Greta's back on the forefront?
when is she just gonna go away?
She
No,
said F Israel at a rally.
So she's a Nazi.
Yes.
Now, here's what gets me. I'm hearing people saying there were no Jews in Israel until 1943 after the war and all this stuff. You know, this
Wrong.
nation was what a quarter of the world, a third of the world is getting ready to celebrate the birth of a Jew in Israel 2,000 years ago.
Right.
Am I the only one who realizes that Jesus was Jewish?
No,
I think most people
I know
do
this.
that pay attention to reality.
It wasn't until John the Baptist changed him.
Well, Jesus couldn't have been a Christian.
John the Baptist turned him into a Christian.
No, wait, he worshipped himself.
He baptized him. He baptized him.
Baptized him is not doesn't that washes away sin. But he wasn't a
Baptism turns you into a
Christian. He
Christian.
didn't worship himself. Christ, Christian.
He's the son of God, mate. This is what
Son of God. He was Jewish.
This is
He
what you got to
worshipped
get your head around.
God. Yahweh.
I'm going to get you on this one.
Which is crazy because you look at the world and it's the Abrahamic religions killing each other. Jews mostly and Muslims.
Yeah, they're both from
The
the
Christians aren't
same.
involved
They're from
typically.
the same offstrand.
Yeah, well, the same God, really.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
just-
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And we're trying to find a way to solve this issue in the Middle East, but this war has been raging for 1,000 years. You know?
Yeah.
The fact that we saw a little bit of non-conflict over there is amazing. Brian, I think you shared this thing about what's going on at the VA. I couldn't find where this was or who did it, but apparently someone working at the Veterans Affairs facility was involved in some kind of sexual misconduct, but I don't know if that was diddling people that couldn't
I
stop
didn't
it
share
or
this.
I did.
Oh,
Apparently,
okay.
they were having sex with each other and having orgies and shit.
Okay, so it's good reason to
What-
get fired, but not necessarily a crime.
No,
Were they
I'm-
having sex with the patients?
No, BA workers and shit.
Oh, okay.
So they
Fucking bastards, boys.
Your tax
like
dollar
the
work.
Were they on the
TV show
clock?
Scrubs.
Oh, a couple like 2 or 3 scenario happened. They were on the clock. Yes,
Okay.
I thought it was hilarious. Like, wow, fucking BA workers fucking having orgies and shit.
Orgies.
Friday fruit bowl parties never be the same, eh?
Yeah. Dude, that's why I can't get my disability pay from the VAs because we're paying for gonorrhea shots for these guys.
They're still fucking healing and shit.
It's all going into penicillin.
No wonder
Tell you,
penicillin
they
love.
got the tilper.
Did you see the shit about the Social Security Fairness Act that Schumer's proposing?
Yeah, it's already went through the House of Representatives.
I'm not sure where I stand on this, honestly.
Well, this is the people with public pensions that, they're not getting their full Social Security benefit because of their pension.
Because they're getting retirement pay.
Yeah.
See, again, I'm not sure where I stand on this. We're
Social
talking about.
Security's a scam, dude. I'm not gonna
Oh,
see.
Social Security's not going to be there when I go to cash it in. That's for sure.
I don't know what the fuck we worry about it. There's gonna be. If
It's
this,
gonna be there for me. Don't be jinxing me.
you know what? You need to fucking act like there's no Social Security. Just save your money, save it for that fucking day. If at least there's something in there, let it be. But I just
Well, if Social Security goes away, so will my military pension, more than likely.
I don't think
And
it'll
so
go
will the
away.
VA money too, because the government will be broke.
What do you got now? 37 days before the January 20th handover, haven't you? So 37 days left to Biden.
I guess so. 20. Yeah.
He's tearing up the world with pardons in these next 37 days.
Yeah.
It's going to be terrible.
What's this that Biden races to sell off the border wall parts?
But he's already done it. He did it 3.5 years ago.
Oh, he was selling fucking for $5 in auction. You know how you got a website for government auction?
Oh, the government surplus.
Yes, he was selling the part of the wall for $5. Fucking a sheet, a biggest fucking sheet of fucking steel, whatever it is, man. Selling
The
for
border
$5.
wall.
Yeah. So
Yeah, as low as $5 a pop.
So right now, the state of Texas said they got $1 billion in surplus. They're gonna use it to buy most of it.
Good.
Well, this is what gets me though, because didn't they make a big deal of this bipartisan border deal that Trump shot down? It was like, first of all, Trump wasn't in office.
This is what I
Yeah.
don't believe Democrats. They fucking say one thing, they doing another. I don't believe
Well,
it.
Harris said she was going to build a border wall.
It's a fucking lie. You know
Oh, that
It
that.
was all a campaign lie.
What
Yeah.
part in the campaign did she say that? What part? Day 20?
Yeah, in 2020, she said she was going to build, or in 2024, this last one, she said she was going to build a border wall if she was elected.
Yeah, because
And
it
it's
was
like,
everybody's. Yeah.
and you point this out to people and they're like, well, it's different because what Trump was going to do was racist, but when she's going to do it, it's not going to be racist.
Why?
Well, why the
Because she's
fuck is Biden
why?
selling
Because
it
she's
off?
black.
Yeah.
Because Trump is racist because he's Trump. They don't give a. The guy from the Proud Boys that got 22 years in prison for the January 6th thing
The
wasn't
Dominican
even
guy.
The
in
ones that weren't
DC.
even there.
Yeah, he wasn't even there when it went down, and he's Hispanic.
Yeah, he's a man of
Dominican.
colour too.
Yeah, it's Dominican.
Yeah, and well, he's white supremacist. The dude's not white.
He's white enough.
Not Dominican.
His Spaniard size wide enough. There you go.
Yeah, the whitest Hispanic people you can find are from Spain, which makes me laugh. I remember once I saw somewhere a sign that said it was online, but it said white people shouldn't speak Spanish. And I remember commenting back, I was like, what about the country of Spain?
Well, they're not white.
The Europeans aren't white.
Hey, did you hear about the ABC?
The ABC.
Yeah, we talked about it.
$23 million.
They had to pay Trump money.
Oh,
23 million.
I thought you were talking about alcohol and beverage commission. Like you buy booze in Virginia.
George Stephanopoulos.
Yeah, he was talking to the congresswoman.
Nancy Mason.
Yeah, he was talking about like how can you vote for a rapist and stuff like. Well, Trump didn't get charged for a rapist, for rape.
Well, that's the big issue. Is they're still saying he's a convicted felon. That's
They're
not
still
true.
saying that. I thought you could be.
That's not true.
Until he's actually sentenced.
Convicted.
He's not a convicted felon.
Because it's an
Probably
appeals
sentenced.
process.
But
Yeah,
you think Democrats go like, oh, let me see what's the fucking difference between a Democrat and Republic, and what is a fucking convicted felon and what's not convicted felon? They don't care.
Here's another thing I want to point out. Trump's technically not the president-elect yet.
Until the fucking
until they actually count the votes and the vice president certifies the vote.
Yeah, but we know that they don't know this fucking technicality.
I don't know. Maybe that's why the Democrat Party is so cool about him winning, because they're just not going to certify the vote. That's what they accuse Trump trying to do, right?
Yeah, right.
It's not
Too big to rig, mate. Too big to rig.
I mean, who's going to count this vote again? Is the president of the Congress, the Senate? Who's that?
It's the Senate.
Yeah,
the vice president has to certify it.
That's right, Kamala Harris. That would be so glorious.
I'd love to see that day.
Yeah.
I'll buy the pen. I will buy the pen and donate to you guys.
Is she gonna cackle? Is she gonna cackle? Or is she gonna be drunk? Oh,
Yeah,
let's put a bet on that. Is
on
she
her
gonna cackle?
anti-anxiety medication. Well, you see, Russia's a big country and Ukraine's a little country, and Russia invaded Ukraine, and that's bad.
And
Oh,
right now,
thanks for making this simple.
right now we're gonna count electoral college. That means Harvard, Princeton, and we're gonna count those votes.
Speaking of, have you seen now people were saying that Trump didn't actually win the popular vote because it's not over 50%.
Oh, God.
Oh,
He's got a higher percentage than Hillary Clinton had when that was when they brought up the whole popular vote thing versus electoral college.
Dude, they
It's,
fucking
it's whatever fits what they need to
narrative.
get done.
Yeah.
Janet Yellen's in the news again.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Remember?
Is she? Oh, the Treasury
Oh,
Secretary. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the Secretary of the Treasury. Because remember, before this job, she was in charge of the Federal Reserve.
No. Oh my God.
So,
It's
yeah,
transitory. It's transitory.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, but it's actually a good thing, the inflation. And now she's saying we have to do something about this debt. It's out of control and it's just getting worse. And she's talking about fiscal responsibility. We need to bring down the debt. Bitch, where were you
Because
the whole time?
the Democrat Party's not elected. That's why she worried about. They just want to make it difficult for Republicans.
Why? If she's acknowledging it's a problem, was she's trying to save her job? She's not going to get to stay Secretary of the Treasury.
No,
Trump's already got someone picked, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God. And I'm not sure if we talked about this, but the Onion tried to buy
Yeah, we have
InfoWars.
talked about this. Yeah.
we did.
Yeah.
And
And the reason why the
debt.
judge the original bankruptcy judge took that deal was because the Onions worked out a deal with the Sandy Hook survivors where they were going to get a piece of the profits from the website and
So they
not
sold
upfront
debt,
money.
which is not what the decision was. This has been blocked by a judge officially. So
Yeah,
Alex
because they
Jones
left
is
a
right
ton of
once
money
again.
on the table. Alex Jones Vitamin Company offered twice as much money for InfoWars.
I think they offered 1.75 plus a piece of all the profits they get from selling the equipment.
Yeah, and the Alex Jones affiliated company offered over 3 million.
Yeah, well, 1.75, I was like, okay, that's a lot of money. Yes. Well, anyone who runs a used car lot could pull up that kind of money in a month for an investment.
And there's no guarantee that the rebranded InfoWars satiric site on InfoWars is going to make any money ever.
Oh, no, they didn't offer him any piece of that. They offered him the proceeds from selling his equipment, like his studio and everything.
Oh,
They didn't offer him anything from the business might actually make after the fact.
I thought that's what the deal was.
No, so these people conspired with the Onion,
yeah,
to make an attempt to humiliate Alex Jones. And by the way, the Onion has not been funny in years.
No, I've given up on the Onion a long time ago. Everybody's on Babylon B now.
Babylon B is funny. Exactly. The Onion's a joke now. It used to be funny.
Yeah.
But they got too political and doing too much stupid garbage and didn't care about what was actually funny.
Right.
And how you making a satirical site that's not funny.
Right. You can't.
Well, while we're on judges blocking stuff, Kroger was trying to merge with Albertsons.
Yeah.
And
I own Kroger stock.
Do you? I bet that's doing pretty good, huh?
But you're mad about this shit.
Oh, yeah. You would have made a bunch on that merger, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because I actually looked into buying Kroger stock when I heard that this was going to happen.
I've had Kroger stock since 1980s.
Oh, when
I've made a decent amount I've sold half my stock off, and I still made tons of money in the deal. So
yeah, I believe it, dude. Kroger's huge.
Yep, I worked for Kroger, so I had employee purchase stock.
Oh, look at you!
It started out with maybe 30 shares, and it's they've doubled. They've split stocks so many times over the years, you know.
So you
Yeah.
went from the USS Constitution to Kroger's, and you start buying
It-
25.
Yeah, pretty
Exactly.
much. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Which, by the way, that ship is still moored.
Mm.
Oldest commission ship.
Yep. It's in Boston, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, with and the Mayflower's in Plymouth, Massachusetts.
I guess.
So how can these DC food workers that make their money on tips? How can they be so selective in who they serve?
Oh, I could tell you why.
Why?
Because the Democrats, they don't think.
No, exactly, because they don't realize that if you're going to make someone's dining experience terrible because they work for Trump, they're not thinking, I'm not going to get a tip and I'm getting paid less than minimum wage. And that's half the people working in, actually, it's more than half the people working in DC
Right.
are going to be Republican coming up here very soon. And not just that. Okay. I go there
But
enough times.
Trump
You treat me like
administration
shit.
people don't spend money in restaurants too?
Apparently, they don't think.
Exactly. I'll go there 2 or 3 times and I get treated like shit and leave a garbage tip or no tip. And then I just don't go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a favorite restaurant in Norfolk that, I usually tip pretty decently at. And this last time I went there, the waitress came by once while I was eating, never refilled my drink ever. And I had to fight with her to get the actual check. She got a $1 tip.
Where was this at? Oh,
Mongolian barbecue.
Oh, the one in fucking
love that
Tidewater
place.
Block. The one in
Yeah.
Tidewater Block.
Military Circle.
Oh, wow.
They ever rebuild the Thirsty Camel, or did that stay?
No,
down?
that's
Dude.
still a park. That's about to be a parking lot.
Yeah.
That's too bad. That place was there forever.
I think there's
And so was Greenies. Greenies is a huge
parking lot.
Yeah.
And
They
there's a
got shut down by the government, though, right? And
No, they got bought. They got bought out by the city of Norfolk for.
this is the dumbest thing. I don't know why the city's buying fucking property and not let another business be in there so they can.
They lost a lot of tax revenue when they shut down the.
Yeah.
Is the Green Turtle still there?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. When I come over to Virginia to pick up my stuff in the storage unit, I'm using my damn mug.
All right.
I have a mug, and I have an original mug that actually hangs up on the ceiling.
Right.
Not one to take off the shelf because I bought
Hopefully
a membership.
you still remember your number.
I have the little tab
All right.
on my keychain, and there's a Red Sox sticker on my mug.
Okay.
And I believe it's I think I'm mug 23.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
I'm 328.
Yeah, one of the first.
I'm 328.
There you go. We were there early, weren't we?
Yes,
you got a Michael Jordan number too.
Yeah. Oh man, I used to love going to that place because you got happy hour prices all the time in your mug. And I remember specifically, like, this isn't a pint. There's no way. And they
poured water into it to prove it to you,
Yeah, they poured it into my mug, and I was like, okay, it's a pint. Oh man. And that was, I mean, I could walk home from there when I lived in Hampton.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
I mean, I'd ridden my skateboard more. I drank too much, taking the skateboard. Which, by the way, you should walk, not ride a skateboard if you're drunk, right?
Well, you can still get a DUI on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Oh, no, OUI, not DUI. No, but you're more likely to fall off that skateboard and bust your face open on the sidewalk, okay?
You're lucky with the car.
You're talking from experience?
Yes.
And then this other DC restaurant server was fired after comments about she was going to refuse service to some Trump officials.
Yeah, and the manager or owner or whoever had comments about it, like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is a massive part of our business coming in. You work in the service industry. You can't do this.
Right.
You know?
How long's the TDS going to last for, guys? It's got to die off. People got to realise, hey, this is what's happening.
Most of it has died off, but you still got some diehard people that think that everyone agrees with them. And as their life falls to shit, it's going to dwindle.
Then they're going to start the shooting.
What's that?
And they're going to start shooting people for no reason.
I wish everyone would listen to Michael Jordan, to bring him up again, and say Republicans buy sneakers too.
Yeah,
You know,
they do.
all right, where
Yeah,
we going next?
I wish Kenny Clark would have caught that fucking memo.
Oh my God, let's talk about that for a minute. Caitlin Clark,
She
the
bowed down. To fucking woke.
WNBA star, has come out and said, "Yes, I am where I am because of white privilege."
Oh my word!
She is the greatest basketball player to ever be
In the
WNBA.
WNBA, and she didn't get Rookie of the Year award.
And she's getting physically attacked on the court. They're like pulling her hair and everything.
Because she's not black.
She's not lesbian either. So
what? Kevin Nash was 4 years in a row NBA MVP.
short 5'7", 5 something like that.
Yeah, not even a particular tall dude, but he scored more points than like entire teams combined.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was a white dude, and he was unstoppable. Was it the Phoenix Sun he played for?
I think so. Yeah.
And I'm not a huge basketball fan.
I don't even follow basketball. I know about Kevin Nash. Like, goddamn, this guy's short.
Larry
Bird. I know about Larry Bird.
Yeah, Larry Bird too.
Bird was 6 foot something, but he was known for the 3-point shot.
Yeah. Trash talker, fucking
trash talker. Have you seen any of the YouTube videos of people talking about playing against Bird?
I saw catching like what? Like I just watched.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm gonna post you up here. I'm gonna spin around you, turn around, look at you, lay up 2 points, and then he would do it. And if he didn't do it, he would get the ball back, go back to the same spot, wait for you to show up, and then do it again to make sure he did it. And it's like you just talk all this shit. And people are like, we can't stop Larry Bird.
Yeah, that's before your gen too.
Oh,
that's the 80s. This is the 80s.
Nintendo game, Jordan versus Bird.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a big deal. There was a big rivalry, and Jordan got all of the credit. But Larry Bird is one of the greatest basketball players ever to play the game.
Yeah.
And Bird could dunk. He's like, why bother dunking? That's only 2 points. I can get 3 from over there. You know?
Trump was at the Army Navy game today.
Oh, was he? Damn.
And the fans roared in approval. It says.
Damn.
Yeah, well, military. We don't want to go to war.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, I just want my little job.
Oh man, it was just funny. I saw a funny video recently of military recruiting at peacetime, and they're like inviting in trans people and people like who just want to get their trans surgery, and people who dye their hair different colors and everything. And you're like, well, we want diversity. And then it's like recruiting in wartime. It's like, hey, white guy, we need you now. Shit's hitting the fan, and all these sissies are quitting.
That's funny.
Oh, that's funny. That was good. That was good.
Anything else in here you want to
tackle?
Talk about that's left in this topic here?
Who's getting the next pardon, lads? Who's getting the next pardon, Ray or bloody Fauci?
I don't know. I think he might be done with pardons. I don't know.
No, he ain't done. He's gonna keep pardoning for the next 30 days.
I'm dumb. I just want to hang out. That's all. And I think the aliens droning us. We'll see.
Well, that's one theory I heard about these drones is that was aliens. I'm like, the aliens are hanging out over New Jersey
with Chris Christie.
Hey, take a metropolitan area. They want some White Castles, okay?
Even go to New York, go to Boston, go to San Diego.
No, because
New Jersey.
Because they go to New York, they probably get prosecuted for something stupid.
No, well, I meant space aliens.
Oh, sorry.
The drones are space aliens. Is this theory? And I'm like, and they're hanging out over Newark.
Yeah, why not?
Like, you look at that, you see Newark, New Jersey. You're like, yeah, okay, there's no intelligent life here. You know,
space aliens made in China.
And by the way, a lot of people saying, where are all these aliens? There's got to be life out there. If an advanced species did find us, and whatever, they would not contact us. Just like if we went with what's that island with all the with an uncontacted native population.
Oh, in the middle of the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, they'll attack anything that comes near their shores with spears and stuff.
Yeah, they did that in the Amazon too. Still some
Yeah,
tribes
and
there.
what would happen if you showed up there and gave them M16s?
A bloodbath.
Everyone would kill everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's this is Star Trek Prime Directive stuff here. Don't get involved in an advanced society. And you can say, yeah, we're advanced, but compared to what? Compared to the ants? Yeah, you don't talk to the fucking ants either, do you?
No.
You observe them. You might even perform experiments on them.
Oh,
You're
definitely.
burning with your eyeglasses.
Magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Or you put down food and watch them charge up and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you stamp
trying
on
to
them.
communicate with them.
It probably is some alien from another planet that got lost, delivered Amazon or something.
What?
The drones is supposed to deliver something and it got lost, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah, they were supposed to go to Alpha Centauri, but they came to Earth instead.
Fucking New York, New Jersey." It's like, what the fuck?
No, they've come here. They've tuned into Jersey Shore and Young and the Restless. They're gone.
They're
That's
looking.
what life's about.
They're looking for that fucking chick from Jersey Shore.
Oh my God, Snooki.
Snooki, yeah. She looked like ass.
And Snooki's looking at a sonic screwdriver going, is this a dildo? You guys know what a sonic screwdriver is?
You're not sharing sound.
I'm not trying to share sound.
All right.
I said, you know what a sonic screwdriver is?
Yeah.
None of you watch Doctor Who, huh?
Oh, no. I thought you were talking like a
I
regular
thought for sure the Aussie would watch Doctor Who.
Yeah, I've watched Doctor Who. I've watched them all, mate. The old ones, John Pertwee and all them.
Yeah, well, I liked David Tennant and all them too.
John Pertwee was way before that, mate. He's back in the bloody 80s.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, it's out in the 70s, I believe. Black and white with the guy with the scarf.
Tom Baker was one of the original ones.
All right. Well,
I think I know the name of the show now.
Okay.
Are we alone? Are we alone or are we pardoned?
Well, one of the topics, one of the categories I put in here was pardon me.
Yeah. Oh. Well, we got the spell as aliens and stuff. They're like, are we alone or are we pardoned?
I'm still conscious at the end of this show this week. Yay!
Yeah, you did well, brother. You did well. You went with about.
I didn't
20 minutes
smoke weed right before the show this time, so.
Well,
yeah, he'll rig an election to win $25.
If you made it to the end of the show, please share it out to anyone who you think might be interested.
We're drinking Foster's on the next show.
Oh,
there we go. He's gonna pound an oil can.
Here we go.
I need to get my fucking.
That's our shit.
Yeah, just wipe
We're
it.
out.